You are now listening to the Tucker's Daily Podcast with your hosts, LJ and Tiffany Tucker, a house that is united unless we're talking football.
Yo. And we're back.
We are back.
Back with another episode.
Yes, we are. And today we are doing
Week 8 picks.
Week 8.
Yes. The season is moving along pretty in a good moderate speed, you would think, because we already at Week 8. I still remember when we first started.
I do. And,
yes.
And I think we've been doing okay.
I think so.
Right?
We've been delivering some.
It's a bit shaky.
Content.
Some teams that have been good, they fall to the wayside. Some wayside teams build up to glory.
Mm-hmm.
But I think overall, 45 wins on the season is pretty good.
Yeah. So just a recap for you guys. We are tied. If you tune into the last episode, we're tied. 45-45 going into this week. We go total wins. That's how we got that calculation. And, so Wifey here been doing her thing, and I've been on the tail end trying to keep up, but I finally last week caught up to her, and I tied it up. So we both are starting with a clean slate.
What I'm looking up, guys, my attention. I want to see how many, we probably should have done this. I want to see how many games have been played this season this far. Do you know what that stat is? How many games have there been to see what our win percentage is, right? Because 45 games, how many games have been played over the season so far, and then we'll see what the win percentages are. I guess we'll have that for you guys next episode.
Next episode, cause
that'll be interesting.
That'll be interesting, yeah. Even for us, just for our personal calculation, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah. Let's try to see what that is.
That'll be.
Let's see how well we've been doing.
Facts.
I've been doing good. Your girl been doing great. So
I just went. Now she's been doing good. She's been doing her thing.
Someone just called up to me and think they feeling themselves a little bit.
Hey,
but
man.
you know what? We're not gonna be tired. We're gonna be tired next week.
So let's get into these picks.
Who you think gonna win this week?
Me, duh. I'm taking this lead.
Okay.
And I'm taking it with a storm.
I will say
I'm taking it with a storm.
my confidence is a little reduced.
It's hard to pick.
So I'm not gonna talk too bad right today.
Yeah,
but if I do win, I will talk bad next episode.
It's hard to pick. I'm not gonna sit and say, I got it. I actually gotta look at a draw. I'm gonna call it what it is. Because teams are up and down. Some teams that we think are just really good are not playing today.
Yeah.
Like they want to win it all. But
exactly. So.
But I guess that keeps it interesting from week to week because you never know who's going to win. Like they say, any given Sunday.
Yep.
So, let's kick it off.
Let's get into it.
I'm going to go ahead and let you introduce first game, baby. And I want your pick.
Okay. All right. The first game for week 8, we have down the Colts and New Orleans Saints. The spread is 1. So the Colts have -1, which means the Saints have 1 point.
Evenly matched teams are evenly matched. It's sad because I don't think Saints should be evenly matched. I think Saints should have a better team because they do have a
better team on paper.
But
they haven't been a good team this season.
So this is actually an interesting game.
And Colts are at home.
Who you got?
I actually think I'm going with the Colts.
To be honest, I was going to go with the Colts too.
All right, well, we both riding with the Colts.
We're going to ride with the Colts
down.
just because.
Why I think the Colts, I just think the Colts can pull it out, even with the mistakes they're going to make, even with Gardner Minshew making mistakes. I still think they'll pull it out because I just feel like the Saints' offense is pretty subpar. And honestly, I don't think Olave's playing, is he? He had behavior issues.
Yeah,
so
I don't know.
I don't know if he's playing. He might be playing. But even if he does play, I still feel like their offense a little lackadaisical.
Yeah, they're shaky.
So
we both went to Colts now. Let's know this game. Next game.
Jacksonville Jaguars and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
You want my pick on this?
Who are you picking?
Not much thought going into this. I'm going with Jacksonville.
Okay, the spread is 3. So that means Steelers have 3 points.
And Steelers are at home. Steelers been on a little win streak.
And I'm riding with them. I'm riding with Steelers again.
Defense.
Steeler Nation, stand up.
They do have I'll say a probably top 5 defense. The defense has actually been playing really good.
Yep, and the QB keep up what he's doing, they can win this game.
They could. I'm not gonna knock
and
them.
Jacksonville's also one of those teams that can lose.
That is true.
So
that is true.
Which every team can lose at this point, but still. I'm riding with Steelers.
Oh boy.
All right.
Next game we have
Houston Texans, baby.
And Carolina Panthers. The spread is 3.
Texans.
I'm gonna go bold.
You crazy?
I'm going bold. It's one of them things because like I told you earlier, I think this is a setup game. There's no way
set up for an easy win for the Texans.
Or it could be one of them games where Carolina come and win the game.
Nah. I'm gonna pick them.
Because I love seeing your face when I just happen to get that one right.
It's not often.
I'm going with Carolina. Yeah, it's just weird that they give them 3 points. I don't know what that's about. They know something we don't know.
They don't know anything. I think the reason why they did that is because the Texans, they did lose to the Falcons, and I feel like they might have lost their last game. And if they won it, I can't remember.
No, they won. They won last game.
Okay, they haven't been playing as well as they should. Carolina does have enough, I think, defensively to stop them from the Texans from going lights out on them. So I think that's probably why the spread is so low. And then they're coming off a bye. So that's what I think. I don't think they're going to win Carolina at all.
I think they're both coming off a bye. I think Carolina had a bye last week too. I don't remember Bryce Young in the headlines or anything.
Yeah.
So.
Well,
that should be a good game. So
Texans.
She gonna rock with Texas.
CJ Stroud?
I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. Yes, Texans definitely got a better team. They definitely are a good team.
And I mean, Texans are away.
It's just shocking.
The Texans don't seem to play very well away for some reason.
It's just shocking that you give a team that haven't won no games.
Well, they're at home, and the Texans, they kind of don't play that well away.
Okay.
All right.
Next game, Eagles and Commanders. Now, before we go into this game.
Spread is 7, by the way.
Spread is 7.
Commanders have 7.
If you know last year, Commanders was the team that spoiled Eagles' undefeated season last year.
Well, and
the
then
first time
when they played them this year, it was I want to say they went to overtime. I gotta look it up, but the score was very close. It was like 32.
So before we go into you're right.
Yeah.
I think before we go into picking them, Eagles. We know Eagles are a better team, but don't sleep. It seems like Commanders want to wake up and play when they play Eagles. So with that known, what you gonna go with?
I'm still going with the Eagles.
Yeah, I think I am.
I just rather. Yeah, they played the Eagles. It wasn't overtime, but it was 34-31.
No.
I mean, Commanders played the Eagles. It was 34-31. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Commanders.
And they won.
I'm gonna go with the Commanders because they got the 7 points. So I'm gonna take the Commanders point the spread.
But I say the Commanders, they have regressed back to the mean of how they play, and I think the Eagles have.
Yeah.
They've put a little bit more effort into their play. So I think that they're not the same team, and I think the Commanders are a worse team.
That is true.
Than what they saw.
I'm not going to sit
week 3. So
I can't deny it. Everything you're saying is definitely accurate. It's just I don't think I can say in my defense for the Commanders is
Samuel's out.
But it just seems like Commanders play hard when they play.
And that's
Eagles.
not good. Especially they need them. They need him. So
hopefully it's a close game. Hopefully they keep it within 3.
Yeah.
So
no, because I picked the Eagles. All right.
Next game.
Rams. Come on. Dallas and the Rams. Rams. All day, every day. Rams.
I agree. I've been rocking with the Rams. There's no point in switching now.
And what's the point spread?
It's actually 7.
Oh, yes. Rams all day.
Rams have 7 points. So, yeah.
Rams.
I'm going to rock with Rams on that one.
Yep.
This next game is interesting. Division game.
And last time they played, it was a very close game.
Let's go ahead and say who it is.
Miami and New England Patriots. And the Patriots have 10 points.
They are away. They are playing in Miami, which
the Patriots who just beat Buffalo.
They play hard. They play division opponents hard. Them 10 points. Thinking? Them 10 points. I don't know. It's whoever made this bookie bet and made the point spread on this one. They did the homework because 10 points is a lot. 10 points is a lot.
Yeah, that's a tough one, guys.
That's a tough one.
Oh,
you want me to pick first? I'm going Patriots.
I'm going Miami. Let's go Miami.
I'm going Patriots. Watch they let me down. I'm going Patriots.
All right. Next game. New York Jets and the New York Giants. I'm going the Jets.
I'm going Giants. Tyrod Taylor. I think Tyrod Taylor is doing something to that team where he actually get them on a little win streak.
Sauce Gardner's back, so.
Again, I like
Jets.
So she going to go with Jets. I'm going with the Tyrod Taylors of the world.
Tyrod Taylor, watch what's going to happen. Watch. Listen to me closely, people.
Explain.
Listen to me here. You heard it here first on Tucker's Daily Podcast.
Uh-oh.
Tiffany said, and if I'm wrong, don't tell me about it. Tiffany said that Tyrod Taylor will show you why he's backup QB on this game.
My God.
He has played without mistakes. In this game, he will have mistakes. Interceptions. The Jets will win this because of that. You heard it here first.
I'm saying one name.
You heard it
one
here
name
first.
you need to hear loud and proud. Saquon Barkley.
They better use him because Tyrod Taylor's gonna make some mistakes this game. Watch.
So
they talked about him so much how he's not making any mistakes. He's playing without mistakes.
But he's a veteran. He's a veteran. He should. He's been in the league over 10 years.
Yeah, but you're a veteran who's you're a veteran who's
he been a
number
backup.
2 QB.
Yeah, he's been a 2B.
There's a reason for that. And we're going to see.
He was a starter, then he lost it. But yeah, we know. But Giants been looking pretty impressive. And yeah.
Wow, they won a game. All right.
Next game, I think is going to be a very interesting
Falcons
game.
and Tennessee. I'm going Falcons only because I haven't picked the Falcons, and I know people who are. I know my family who the Falcons fans and being in Atlanta, and they're all getting on me like, "Wow, you're not picking us."
Well,
I'm going to pick the Falcons this week just because I'm not even going to say if I think they're going to win or not. I'm just going to pick the Falcons.
Well,
the Dirty Birds.
We're going to keep the heat at the house because they say when you marry, you are one. But
who said it? Just
I know you're getting the heat. That. I know you're getting the heat. But we're gonna keep the heat on us. It's just gonna be in my favor because I'm going with Tennessee Titans.
Woo! I actually think Tennessee. I think Tennessee win. One, because I think that Derrick Henry would be able to pummel.
I like that word choice. Say it one more time. Pummel.
The Atlanta Falcons defense.
So what you think about Bijan?
That's on offense. I'm saying I think.
Oh, you think on pummel their defense?
They won't be able to stop Derrick Henry. Now, Bijan Robinson, who knows if they're going to play him?
Yeah, I think he's going to play. He's playing.
I don't know what they're doing with that kid. What is happening?
He had a headache last time, but I think he's playing.
If he's not suspended for that little thing, that little not.
Yeah, I know, right?
I don't even know what's happening with that. But I think he'll do what he needs to do if they let him play. Mm-hmm. But I do think Derrick Henry will probably be either the one reason why Tennessee win or reason why they lose. Meaning, if Derrick Henry has a good game, I think he can I think that'll be the Falcons won't be able to stop it.
Derrick Henry better play hard because he's been in the news lately. Not for no bad reason, but he's been in the news.
They all been in the news.
But he's been in the news possibly for a trade. And I don't want him to be on some, the team thinking about letting me go. Do I play hard?
They need to do something over there with Tennessee, but we ain't going to get into all that.
We'll get into that later. But, yeah, that's that. That's a good pick. I think that's going to be a really good game. Next game we have is
Green Bay and Minnesota Vikings.
Another, if you ask me,
point
trap
spread
game.
3.
Because why Vikings came off a good, impressive win. They found something on offense. And they only gave them 3 points against Green Bay, who's been struggling. Let's call it what it is. They've been struggling.
Yeah.
So I think it's a trap game. We all think everybody want to go Minnesota, but don't think.
I think
Green
I'm
Bay.
going Green Bay.
You gonna go Green Bay?
Yeah, just to spice it up,
As in, you thinking I'm picking Minnesota, and just because you said that, I'm picking Minnesota.
All right, spice it up then.
Spice it up.
I don't know. I just feel like Green Bay
at home
doesn't like how they've been talked about, especially after the loss last week.
That's true.
And I think they kind of try to play good. I don't know.
Yeah.
They might lose. I don't know, but I'm just gonna stick with them.
So this next game, we had a back and forth with this one.
Let's go ahead and tell the people. So it's Seattle Seahawks and Cleveland Browns. So he wants to pick Seattle. Cleveland, Watson's not playing, but his little backup quarterback has done well enough to get them a win.
Get them wins, yeah.
And so this is why I said I want to pick Cleveland. It might sound crazy now saying it on the podcast. Couch conversations sound different when other people hear it. But I think that Geno Smith and Seattle Seahawks do not play well enough to overcome the Browns defense. And I feel like Cleveland's offense, as kind of messed up as it is, can play well enough to beat Seattle because the defense will keep them in the game. And I think Geno's going to be pressured. It's going to affect their offense. And this kid in Cleveland, what's his name?
PJ Walker.
Walker is good enough to at least get them to score, get them to field goal range, and that's all they really going to need.
Yeah.
That's my take.
It's a good take. It's a good take.
He says no. That's not
and my reason. And
Geno throws interception all the time too.
Yes,
by the way.
I'm not sitting here saying Geno's been playing his best
against regular defenses,
but they're at home. That 12th man is it makes a difference. And if you look at the game, Cleveland defense, yes, I will put them in top 3 defenses. I don't know the stats, but I'll put them in top 3 if you just look how they've been playing. But I also know that they do give up points. And just last week, everything is what if. If Colts didn't have a lot of the 3 crucial turnovers, we're not even having this conversation because they would have lost that game. And that's against the Colts. I just think with Seattle at home, the crowd behind them, Seattle got a pretty decent defense, enough to hold Cleveland. I just think it's going to be a really good game, and I do think Cleveland will come on top. Seattle come on top. So I'm going with Seattle. She's going to go with Cleveland. It's going to be I think it's going to be a defensive, low-scoring defensive game. I really do think that. But I do think Seattle pull it out because they're at home. And
that is a factor. Seattle's at home.
That 12th man is definitely...
That's a good factor. But, and I don't know. Maybe they will win. That's just my theory. But, Seattle kind of... They let me down at the beginning of the season.
That's true.
And I feel like they haven't been playing to the caliber they should.
And I will say that.
So it's like...
Because we have Seattle as a top NFC team. And
exactly.
They're in the mix. Yeah, they're in the mix, but they
still kind of ugly.
Yeah, when we talk Seattle, we're not like, oh my God, like Seattle. No.
Yeah. All right. Kansas City and Denver Broncos. God, Denver has 8 points. Denver has 8 points. Denver has 8 points.
I hear you. Anyway, you know who I'm rocking with.
The Denver Broncos.
But I need them to play, man. Play like y'all want to win this game, man.
I'm going to rock with Denver just to show that I'm a good wife. Just to show that I'm a good wife.
On the podcast. I think a kiss is in there.
Oh.
Thank you for rocking
all right.
with the Broncos. That made me, because if y'all been tuning in, she definitely been giving my Broncos a hard time, which is very valid.
I'm just being honest.
And she also let you know that Kansas City is no slouch. And I know too. Kansas City is no slouch. And they've been playing better and better because of this whole Swift, but we're not going to get into that.
But I'm willing to go down.
I think with these 8
if
points.
I go down with you.
Oh, wow. Ooh, I just a little tingle through there.
But
we're going to keep it what it is. Broncos, 8 points. Second time around playing in Kansas City. Mm-hmm. Let's do it. Let's do it, boys. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
As Russell would say,
let's ride. All right.
So, next game.
San Francisco 49ers and your hands in the way.
Cincinnati
Bengals. Who has the points?
San Francisco got 7. Brock Purdy, Ashley.
San Francisco has -7.
I'm sorry. You're right.
The Bengals have 7.
Bengals have 7. Mm-hmm. San Francisco is the favorite. News is
concussion protocol. So
yes, but
Purdy is not playing.
But it's questionable. They list him as questionable now.
Oh, okay. How is it questionable?
So during the week they give you that. They give you an update. Wednesday they
I thought concussion automatically is the next game out.
True, but they said that he got symptoms after the game. That's when they found out after the game. Which is still, if they put you in protocol, they put you in protocol, it's still, But he found out after the game because he still played through the whole game. He finished the game. He didn't find out until the plane ride back home. That's when coach put him in the percussion. So, but now he's questionable. He's day-to-day. But I still think Sam Darnold is going to start. I don't think they're going to rush him because they feel like, we're playing Cincinnati. And we're at home. I still think we got enough to win. Anyway. With all that said, I think Cincinnati, with the bye they just came off of, I do feel they'll win the game.
this is some tough picks.
That's a tough pick, and the 7 points don't even make it easier.
I think I'm taking the Bengals with the 7.
So we both.
This is going to be a very hard week for me.
We both rocking it.
He potentially probably going to jump out on me with the win.
No, that's the goal.
This is
that's the goal. So you want to rock with Cincinnati with me?
Oh, you picking the Bengals?
To make it interesting, I can go 49ers.
What do you want to pick? You always trying to make it interesting.
I'll
need
go
to go
49ers.
with what you think.
No, I'm going with Cincinnati because I picked Cincinnati.
Okay.
On my sheet, so I'm going to go Cincinnati.
All right.
Yeah.
Baltimore and Arizona Cardinals. Arizona has 9 points.
It's another good one.
I'm going to go with Baltimore. I haven't picked Baltimore this whole season. I don't think well, maybe I have, but I rarely do. So I think I'm going to go Baltimore. What are you doing? Going against your boys? The Cardinals just got beat by 10 last week. So
I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can't do that. I'm sorry. Much as I
but
want
watch
to.
Baltimore disappoint us.
I do feel that may happen.
They played so well last week, and watch they come out there and play like they don't know what a football is.
Yeah.
Arizona's
at home. Arizona at home, but I don't know if they have enough, man. Baltimore played like a Super Bowl caliber team last week, and I can't just take that win lightly because they did beat the Lions. It's not like they beat some sorry team that bad. They beat the Lions, who just only had one loss. So
yeah, which has left a sour taste in my mouth with the Lions, but we're not there yet.
We're not there yet.
Next, Los Angeles Chargers and Chicago Bears.
Again, 9 points. Chicago got 9 points.
I'm going with Chargers.
I'm gonna go with Chicago on this one.
Okay.
I think Chargers do have a better team. They are gonna win probably. But I think
this is their offensive game that they've been waiting for. And the funny thing is, the one thing I realized, your division, they all still need to play very hard because it's still a fight to the second spot.
Yep.
So,
but I don't like the Chargers.
Nobody can afford to lose but the Chiefs.
I don't want the Raiders.
Oh, that's why. Okay, cool. Detroit and the Raiders. I'm going to go with Detroit, even though if I had to put money on this, I wouldn't go with Detroit. But just because I like Detroit, I'm going to pick Detroit because there's nothing really riding
Jimmy
on
G
this
is
other
playing,
than
but
my street cred.
Yeah, Jimmy G is playing. Jimmy G definitely can get hurt in the first quarter. Some little minor thing that keep him out
he's
1
so
week.
Fragile.
Gotta keep him out the rest of the game, but he'll come back and play next week. So, part of me wants to pick the 8 points with the Raiders just so I can go up a little bit more. To make it interesting because that's a Monday night game. Actually, that's a Monday night game. I'm gonna go Raiders.
I'm going Detroit.
I'm gonna go Raiders. I know I don't care too much for them, but I'd like the 8 points. I do think Detroit win by a touchdown. That's it.
Lights out, Detroit.
Lights out, huh?
Do not disappoint me.
We will see if she gets disappointed.
All right, picks are in.
We
have a very large number of games where we are divided. So there will be a clear winner next week.
Yeah.
And whoever it is might be.
It could be, but we also could tie.
Yeah,
possibly.
we could.
We'll see.
I hope I don't have the week I had last week. Last week, guys, it was horrible. I had 1 win. Yeah. I mean, no, wait, 2 wins. Only had 2 wins.
It was bad.
That was horrible. He had 8 wins.
But think about this. Think about the first 3-4 weeks. I had those type of weeks. So I understand your pain. No,
I'm not used to being on this side.
But real quick, just give me some games. Yeah, give me some games that you think are gonna stand out.
I think Dallas and the Rams. I know Dallas always act like they had a game of the week, but I do think this will be a good game. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I think that'll be a good game to see.
Okay.
I say the other game that's gonna be good. Let's say, I don't know, actually. It's really between Philadelphia Eagles and the Commanders and Kansas City and Denver for me. I see Kansas City and Denver being a good game because I think Denver are going to really try to stop them.
I do think
stop
so
the offense. I don't think Denver has an offense, but I think it's just they'll try to stop the defense. The offense for Kansas City.
Maybe we get some TV time because we're playing against Kansas City. You know how they like to show Taylor Swift.
Oh, that's true. So what's your game of the week?
I like that Jacksonville-Pittsburgh. I think that's going to be a good one because Pittsburgh seems like that team that just be always in the mix. My next game that I think is going to be a good, hard-nosed defensive game, Seattle and Cleveland.
Yeah, but it's gonna be ugly, so that's why I don't pick those kind of games.
Yeah, it's gonna get ugly.
I don't like that defensive stop game.
And of course, you already know I'm rooting for the Broncos. I just hope they put us on TV. Then the house always rock when they play. So
in both ways, in an angry way and a good way.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
I actually have a pillow that I just like to throw.
Yeah. So.
But
Week 8.
We 8.
That's it.
We here.
Picks are in.
They are in.
Lock them up.
Let's do it.
There
Team LJ. We're going to get something
Tiffany.
going.
Team T. Team T. All
so
right.
Cute. Rhymes.
Well, picks are in.
Picks
Until
are in.
next time, comment, like, subscribe. We're out. Peace.